Hello, I'm MooneyClan, and this is going to be a review and tutorial over the True Mod series. And each one of these, he has a couple others, but they're not they don't work with version 1.2.8. So I'm just going over the ones that I know that are working with version 1.2.8. So these are all the mods that I currently have installed, and these are the True Mod series. The True Controller is the one that gives you the configuration menu for each one of these. The True Army Cost, the True Battle Loot, True Limits, True Noble Opinion, True Relations, and True Town Gold. This is a very well done series of mods that is compiled into one overhaul, basically, and it's something that I use in all of my playthroughs. I also have the character reload here just so that I could give my level 1 scrub some items and edit a few things for this. So as you go into the mod options here, you got to go, all them true mods are under this true mods configuration right here, which is part of the True Controller. And this gives you the various options for each one of these. So the first one we have here is the Noble Opinion. This is just an on-off. Basically, the True Noble Opinion, the base game will, when you gain relationship with one person of an entire faction, it basically affects the entire clan. With this option turned on, it will no longer do that. If you piss off Ragnvad, it will only affect Ragnvad and not the rest of his vassals or and whatnot. If you improve Ragnvad, likewise, it's not gonna suddenly make his entire clan worship you. I use this. The relations, you can the True Mod relations here will make it so that you can defeating bandits will raise local relations, and you can modify this. You can make it so that the number of bandits has to be a certain amount, and you can also increase the radius of impact. This is the distance that how far away these various settlements will increase in relations to you. If you have it bumped up all the way up, it's going to affect quite a few, quite a large area around you, and those nobles and various people of note in those cities and settlements will you'll increase your relation with them. It also has options that you can select where if you fight with others, it'll adjust the relations. Fighting in tournaments will also increase relations. This is a very good addition, and I pretty much use all these. Actually, I use all of the True Mods in my playthroughs. This one is amazing. Like, this should have been in the base game. In the base game, major cities or towns only have, I don't know, roughly 50,000, maybe 100,000 denars. That's the coin, the gold, and it's unrealistic. Like, you have thousands of people in this major city. You have items that cost way more than that, and you're telling me this town cannot afford the majority of items. I think the base variation is still kind of low. I've set it to 105. And typically when I go into major cities now, they have between 200,000 to 300,000 gold. Maybe sometimes they have even more than that, because it's based off of the amount of prosperity that each city has, the town. I will probably be boosting this up to closer to 200. But this is actually the last two playthroughs I've used this, and at 100, what it's at right now, 105, almost 106, most of the major cities are sitting at about 200,000 to 300,000 gold. But like I said, I'm probably going to bump that up so they have at least 500,000 gold available, which would probably be right around 200. The army costs. This is a very nice one. If you're wanting to make things a bit more realistic, having an army costs a lot of money. I mean, it allows you to increase the base recruitment cost. It allows you to change the recruitment cost multiplier, and you can even, if you want to go full realism, you can set the equipment value percentage to 100%. And so all the equipment that they give you, that they have, you'll have to pay for. That would be exceptionally pricey. Like, so for example, a tier 5 and tier 6 troops, the total value of their equipment can be anywhere from, say, like 250,000 coin all the way up to probably 800,000-900,000 coin. So if you set this to 100%, you're paying every time you pick up just one troop that's got 250,000 value of items, you're paying 250,000 for them. So what I've found, there is another mod that I can link in the description of this that allows you to actually have access to all of your troops' equipment. That way, say you did get that troop that cost $250,000. If that troop died, you would still have the equipment. You could either sell it off or put it on one of your companions or whatever. It also has options for upgrade costs, and also the equipment value percentage for those upgrades. So a tier 1 scrub, his equipment's going to be a lot cheaper than when he becomes tier 5, because he gets better equipment and whatnot. So if you wanted to go full on realism, you'd set this to 100%, you'd set this to 100%, and then you would enjoy the being broke all the time, and also you wouldn't be having a very large party, because you'd need a lot more money. But I do like this. It makes things a bit more realistic. I've with these settings here, I boosted the base recruitment cost to 100 and done these various things, and now we'll take an elite mob unit, for example. Upgrading from tier 4 to tier 5 on one of my elite troops, it was costing me almost 6,000 coin for each elite troop, because when they broke from tier 4 to tier 5, their equipment improved at tier 5 significantly, and it significantly increased the cost of their upgrade. So that's just to give you a little bit. With these values as well, normal troops, I was seeing like a normal tier 1 troop would be like 150, maybe 200, maybe a bit more than that. Actually, I think it was closer to 400 or 500. But anyways, you can adjust this to your heart's content and make it so that the early to mid game actually takes a bit longer to go through, because you're not going to be able to just upgrade everybody. You're not going to be able to just recruit whenever you want. With another one of the mods that's in this True series, though, once you get the ball rolling, even this won't even matter, because you're going to be getting the battle loot. You're going to... No, it's the True loot. Where is it? Battle loot. Just one second. He has one of, I believe it's the True loot that, let me see. There we go. True battle loot, yeah. So the True battle loot will give you the various, will give you a lot more loot, and it'll give you the loot of the fallen combatants that you've defeated. This is basically essential, especially if you're going to raise the cost of so many different things. And you can, with this battle loot, you can actually raise the amount that enemy leaders potentially you'll plunder from them. I currently have it right around 100,000. I could raise that. It probably gets to a ridiculous number, but it obviously it's I believe it only is going to give you what they potentially have. Touching back on this one, the mercenary values, you can do something similar with these mercenary values. So you can make a difference between the base troops and the mercenary ones. But I haven't really messed with that, but it's the same concept. You're going to adjust the recruitment cost multiplier. You have the different upgrade cost multipliers, and then the salary multiplier. So it makes it so that the mercenaries cost a bit more, and you can adjust that to your liking. Now the limits, the true limits here, this one allows you to adjust certain features in the game. So with this one, the companion limit override, it allows you can either turn this on or off, and I currently have it set so that my base number of companions I can have is 20. And then it also has an option for bonus tier. Once I go up, for every tier I go up, I'm going to get 5 additional companions that I can have. So if I'm tier 5, that's 25 from the tier bonus and 20 from the base. That would be 45 companions I can have. I really like that. I like running with quite a few companions. The player party size modifications. If you want to adjust the player party size, you'll check this. You can even impact the AI as well with these settings if you want, or leave it unchecked so that it doesn't affect them. So the initial change, this is going to add this, whatever your whatever the amount of party members, how many party you can have, this will add to that amount. It'll just flat add to it. You can have additional bonuses for the better your leadership gets, and also you can adjust the same thing with quartermaster. I don't have I'm not messing with either one of these, but that is something that you can customize. The custom range, you can check this, and then this will be applicable. You could literally set the minimum to say 100 troops, and then right at the start of the game you could have up to 100 troops. Same thing with the maximum. You can cap out. It's currently set to a really high number, but you could cap it at, say, 200. Then you would never be able to get above 200. So the same thing here, your prisoner limits. This is for the mobile party, so basically when you're out and about in the world and whatnot, and when you're in cities and whatnot, if you select this, you can give yourself a bonus to the amount of prisoners that you can take, and you can actually, the manpower multiplier. I haven't messed with this. I believe this is referring to like what prisoners can carry or the work that they can do. But I haven't messed with that. But this is, you would just adjust this here. The settlement prisoners limit modifications, you can either turn it on or off. Same thing here. You can adjust the amount of prisoners that are allowed in towns, and you can also do the non-town bonus, which would be for the settlements. So the secondary parties limit bonus, this is your companions, and let's see here. I'm not sure if that actually works on the AI. Oh, this, yeah, so it would. So if you selected this impact AI as well, and then you adjusted the secondary parties limit, this would also affect enemy, and also friendly, like friendly clans and enemy clans. One that I am using right now that I like is the workshop limit override. I have that. Sorry about my dog. I have that checked, so it's enabled. I have 10 workshops initially, and for every additional tier, it increases by 10. I find that the modifications that these allow are something that I use in all my playthroughs. It's very good, and it has a lot of functionality. You can enable or disable what you want, and it's very, very well done. I haven't had any problems with this. I haven't had any known conflicts with what I use. I'm sure it could conflict with some stuff, but with the amount of customization, being able to turn stuff on and off, you can probably get this to work with some other stuff if you work with it and figure things out. So I highly rate the True Mod series. Definitely give it a look on Nexus mods. That's where I got these. I'm not sure if it's on any other mod, any other location to download from, but this is definitely on the Nexus mods for Bannerlord, and they work on these. This version works on the game version 1.2.8. All right, guys, take care.